Sebastian Griffin Tay Kian Guan. I just want to briefly make a statement that I would not have any relationship with Joshua Kanison's sister. Now, Joshua is my classmate, graduated 2000 in the year 2000 from 5. That was from 5. That was 20 over years ago, and he was from St. John, Bukit Nanas, Kuala Lumpur. I would like to make myself very clear that I have no interest with his sister, which I do not know her name. I refer her as Poin², and I hope she can respect herself as well as respect my decisions. A marriage needs mutual approval, mutual consent from both sides. Nobody can unilaterally force anyone to enter into a marriage or to have baby or whatever. Now I believe most of the people intentions is going after my inheritance or my wealth or something else other than myself. So it is very sad that in this world, particularly in this region in ASEAN, people are, developing country, people are avaricious, they are greedy. Now I'm not saying the developed country they do not have gold digger. They do have gold digger, and I do not want to accuse Poin². Now Poin² can go for go for her love, her true love or whatever, or or another rich man or whatever. But please, I do not prefer uh, Indian, or in this case Chindian girls. Actually, I do not prefer Malaysian girls. So it does not matter whether you are Indian, Malay, Chinese, or whatever. I do not prefer Malaysians. I do not intend to have any Malaysian spouse, and I think I make myself very clear that I'm not intend to have any business in Malaysia. I do not think that I will settle in Malaysia, or I would I do not think I would prefer to live in Malaysia, and therefore I make myself very clear that Malaysians are not for me. Now I'm not saying all Malaysians are bad. I do not interfere others people private life. At the same time, I hope people do not force me to accept anyone that not myself voluntarily accept. I definitely would not prefer, and I make myself clear so that uh, I hope you do not waste your time, and I will not waste my time to talk to trying to explain. And this is my personal choice, and it is also under the United Nations Universal Human Rights Declarations. It's stated very clear that a marriage have to have mutual consent of both parties, and it is also in Malaysia law, in Singapore law, in Thailand, in every country's law, that a marriage have to be mutual consent by both parties in order to be effective. Now, so far, I am not married. I'm still a bachelor, and I do not intend to marry any Malaysians. I made myself very clear, and I hope people do not waste time. In fact, I already drawn a ban zone that I believe most of the equator area, those girls or those anyone from the equator, I will not consider them as spouse. And I'm not a homosexual. That means uh, I'm actually a heterosexual. That means I only prefer girls, but girls from others region, not from the ban zone. Now the ban zone, of course, uh, along the equator line also include the Arab Peninsula. Now I'm nobody. I have to state very clear here that I'm nobody. Uh, what I'm doing right now is just to make myself clear. So I hope people do not disturb me. This is my choice. Anyone have their own preference. It does not matter whether they come from a royalty, come from a wealthy family, or just a common people, just a working class, or something even lower. Everybody is equal before the law. Everybody is equal in terms of human rights. This is a right that every human having. So I also will respect those that I approach, those that I try to have courtship. If they reject me, or some of the girls rejected me, I can fully understand because this is their right, and so the same apply to me. I also have the same right to reject those girls that I do not prefer. So this is a bilateral things, you know. Any party can reject or pursue somebody. So I made myself clear, and I hope Joshua do not misunderstand. Now I do not know whether Joshua know about this or not, but I have no idea who is his sister. He has not introduced to me. I do not know who is his sister, but it seems like his sister always come to sort of like secretly approach me or took some fabricate pictures or whatever. I hope it's not Joshua's sister. I make myself very clear here that I just want to uh, I just want to make a statement here that I would not accept her, but I'm not accusing her to do anything. I'm not accusing her as a bad girl or whatever. I hope she has a very good life, a loving life herself, a happy life, a happy family of her own. This is what I wish, but I do not want to have anything to do with Joshua or his sister. So I hope it is best to remain friend, just a normal friend. But if it's not friend, I also hope do not become enemy. So this is my stand. I make my stand very firm, and I hope everybody respect each other. Thank you very much.